Hello you, welcome back to my world of fragrance. It's finally December, so I have brought back my characteristic winter bangs, and I drew a little heart over here where my beauty spot is, just because I felt like it. So today's review is going to be of Mr. Keops by Almah Parfum, and you probably saw this if you watched my haul video, so I hope that you enjoy. As you have seen before, this fragrance comes in this beautiful, beautiful trunk style, vintage style box, which you would just want to keep. Usually I throw away my boxes, or most of them I throw away due to space restrictions, but this one is so lovely. It looks like an old trunk or suitcase. And the major perk with this is that with your 100 ml bottle, you also get a 30 ml bottle, which I'm a huge fan of because I travel a lot, and this comes super handy that I don't have to decant my fragrance into like a smaller atomizer. So I have tried all of the Almah fragrances. I actually got their whole discovery set so that I could try everything out, and my favorite was Mr. Keops. And Mr. Keops is the most unique fragrance out of the Almah Parfum. So Almah Parfum is a Spanish brand. They come from Barcelona in Spain, and they released 16 fragrances last year in 2019. 16 fragrances. I mean, that is a ton of different products to be releasing all in one go. Anyways, you might have seen these around on social media, I'm not sure. But Mr. Keops, what a standout. So Almah is by the name from 1940, and you're wondering, how is this when they just released fragrances last year? Well, they used to specialize in essential oils. So one of their USPs is that they use a lot of essential oils in their fragrances, which make them, you know, a nice quality, long lasting, etc. So Mr. Keops, back to this fragrance. I was blown away by this by first sniff. Like, I'm not really sure what kind of category you would set this fragrance in. It's that kind of fragrance where it's so unusual that it doesn't exactly fit into any square mold. With the fragrance, you get this little booklet. So this one says Mr. Keops on it, and you get a little bit of a history. It's sealed with that wax, that good old-fashioned wax. A little history about the fragrance, and this one is unisex, more men-oriented, and this is a tribute or an homage to ancient Egypt. So it's inspired by a concoction that was found at an old Egyptian market. It's interesting that they say this because you absolutely, when smelling this, are brought to ancient times. For me, the association wasn't an ancient market, but an ancient apothecary. This fragrance starts off quite bitter and medicinal at first, and really gives you an impression of, wow, this is a powerful scent. And then, quite curiously, this cloud that has just taken you over dies down quite quickly. So then, you know, it becomes closer to the skin, which is something that is quite common to find with fragrances that are high in essential oils. The higher the concentration, for the most part, the closer it will lay to the skin. So you get a lot of these essential oils. According to this little booklet, there are over 40 essential oils in this fragrance. And according to Almah's own words, this is described as a bright and delicate sweet fragrance where myrrh is combined with vetiver, citrus, and light red spices. I don't get sweet at all. This is not sweet on me, like in the slightest bit. Because this is so medicinal and so earthy due to the vetiver, I do get the red spices as well, but this is definitely more than anything a earthy, unusual take on vetiver. This is a vetiver fragrance in its essence, if we're really going to break down to the core of it. So you've just walked into this apothecary. It's ancient times. Everything was a lot simpler. As you walk in, you get this strong gush as the door opens, and you have the woof of all of the different types of medicines that are on the shelves inside this apothecary. And then once you come inside, everything kind of dies down as your nose adapts to all of these new sensations. And that's how I feel when I wear Mr. Keops. This is very unique Flying Torso as well was like, oh, this is quite nice, which is a big compliment for him. I get about 6 hours of wear with a soft sillage with this fragrance. For me, this is the beginning of the day fragrance. I like to amp up and add more during the day, but this is definitely one of those confident boosting unisex fragrances, but very, very unique. And again, they've released 16 fragrances. Like, I really wonder what the thought was behind releasing such a huge collection all at once. But basically, I've tried out all of these, and if you can, I would recommend just getting like a discovery set if that's even possible. I will try to see if I can get some sort of discount code for you guys, and I will leave that down below. But other fragrances that stood out to me were Viaggio, which is a black currant dominant Shippa fragrance, and then Way to Wakatobi, which is a solid patchouli that is very earthy. So yeah, quite a few hits in this collection, and let me know if you know of these or if you've tried of these. As usual, I'm always so curious to hear about your thoughts, but I'm very happy with my Mr. Keops. I'm probably gonna have to share this with my other half, sadly, because there is nothing else out there that is like this for me, that has that. I love medicinal. I don't know if everyone's gonna agree with the medicinal vibe, but I get the medicinal and I love it. So I hope that you have a great rest of your day and that you enjoyed this review, and I will see you in my next one.